Good afternoon and welcome back to the Women's Frontline Development Conference. With us we have Ana Fernandes, Human Resources Director at Coca-Cola, Sabco, Mozambique. Welcome, Ana, and thank you for joining us at our interviews, as well as in promoting the woman.
Thank you for having me.
I'll be asking you some questions. Firstly, how does the program specifically inspire and motivate women to pursue leadership roles?
Okay, the program, it's called WIL, which means Will Women Leadership. And it does that through a multidisciplinary approach. First, we create a forum where women can talk freely and honestly about their challenges, about their limiting beliefs, about their preconceived ideas, about the imposter syndrome, for instance, that they usually don't feel safe to talk in any environment, and especially in front of men, which they feel that they need to prove something. So there they can talk and they can understand that there are other women that feel the same, but still, despite all these fears, all these challenges, they have the strength to go and try and follow their dreams. So they feel that it's not a unique thing. It's not that they are faulty or something. Then we also inspire women that come and share their career and their successes, and they can look at them and see that they are human as theirs, not some super women. And if they could do that, they can also do the same. And lastly, we give training, because we believe leadership can be learned, leadership skills can be taught. So we give leadership training, we give management training, so they feel more empowered.
You ended up touching a little bit of the next question. Can you provide examples of the opportunities created for women's growth within the company?
Yes, besides all that I've told you about the training and the forum, we also have a program that we call GIT, which is graduating training, where we go and take women that left university. Some of them are at the end of their project, and we give them a 1-year internship in the plant. So they stay there 1 year, and they can do projects, and they also get involved with men and women. So that's another opportunity they have, and it's a program that we help youngsters in the market that are looking for a job to come and have 1 year with projects that elevate their leadership skills, their influencing skills. Our women also participate in those projects. And inside the organization, besides what I told you about the management training and leadership training, we also invested in LinkedIn licenses, and we gave to women, because we believe that learning is leader-led, but it is employee-owned. So we also incentivize them to go to the LinkedIn learning, and on their time, they go and discover and learn stuff that they feel that will empower them, or they feel that they have a gap and they need to learn more.
Thank you. How does the program empower women, and what specific measures are taken to ensure their empowerment?
With the WIL, they feel that they have a network. So they discuss the projects that they have, they discuss the career paths, they understand what do they need to grow in the company, and they feel that they have a network. For instance, if they don't feel 100% confident to accept a promotion or to pursue a bigger role, they can go there and discuss and get incentives from the other women, and get the assurance that if they take the challenge, they will have people helping them. Because in women, we have people from different sectors, different levels, So that support network helps them. And also, it's like we do kind of a peer pressure. Like, why don't you take this challenge? Come and present to us. Why don't you offer to do this project? Why don't you offer to do that presentation? So it's kind of a positive peer pressure for them to explore and to accept challenges.
Thank you. Can you elaborate on how management is held accountable for gender diversity and inclusion, as well as what actions are taken if the diversity targets are not met within the company?
To start all of this program, it's supported by management. Our company is a subsidiary of Coca-Cola Beverages Africa, and Coca-Cola Beverage Africa has a declared statement that they want 50% of women in leadership roles by 2030. So we in Mozambique, we are at 22%. It's not a percentage that makes us very proud. We want much more than that. So we put a very stretched target for this year of moving from 22 to 33%. To do that, first management declared to the whole organization that's what we need to do. And then we ensure that our procedures and policies make the environment friendly for women. Also, every management has in their performance review documents their personal KPIs to achieve that target. So if we don't achieve, they won't get their salary increases will be affected. We have a profit share scheme that also depends on that target, so that will also be affected. So I could say that management actually feels that in their pockets.
Yeah.
So it's a big motivation. If there isn't any other, which I believe they do, they all believe in the cause of making equity.
All right. Can you explain the targeted selection process for the Women in Leadership programs and what criteria is used in this process?
Our target selection process is basically the same for men and women. We go through that phase of selection, interviewing, testing. One thing that we did different to ensure that we get to that target is that we added in our recruitment format a cell where we ask why didn't a woman could be recruited. Just by adding that and the person which is interviewing had to give an explanation, it makes them pause and reflect. Was this a sound reason or is just some preconceived idea that I have about women in that role? So that reflection is important because we all come with our bias. And also there is another objective to that. We have partnerships with organizations that work with youngsters that come from university and prepares them for the workplace. And sometimes we go and get those youngsters from those organizations for our graduating training program. So we have the opportunity to go back to them and say, when you are preparing them for the workplace, please note this and this and this factor, because in our recruitment process, that's what came out of that cell that we put there for them to justify why couldn't they hire a woman.
Can you provide more details on the mentoring, the coaching, and the knowledge and skill development provided to female employees?
Okay, we have trained all managers to be coaches. Because we wanted to have lots of coaches to support not only women but also men. But what WIL does is to incentivize every single woman to have a coach or a mentor. So at the moment, we have all our women that we are developing for the leadership positions and also the ones which are already leaders. All of them have either a coach or a mentor. And that it's another way that the company does to support those women in their development.
All right. Thank you for your time and your contribution.
Thank you for having me.